News 4's Chris Glorioso is live in Central Park South right now, where the carriage drivers pick up hundreds of tourists each day, Chris.
Well, Chuck, as you say, for several years there has been an animal rights crusade to ban these horse-drawn carriages from city streets. Well, the pictures you're about to see have stoked that debate again, and I want to warn people out there, if you have sensitive eyes, you may want to turn away because these pictures might be considered graphic. The picture, taken by an animal rights activist, is heartbreaking. The stout, white horse named Charlie collapsed dead on West 54th Street yesterday morning around 9:30. Reportedly, Charlie had just left the 52nd Street stable to begin the day's work when he toppled over.
Autopsies are being performed to see what the cause of death was, but it was sudden, an unfortunate tragedy, and the carriage drivers love their animals.
Demos Demopoulos is a spokesman for Teamsters Local 553, the union that represents horse carriage drivers. He said the animal suffered from no known ailment and was not overworked. In fact, Charlie had only been giving rides for about 20 days in New York City.
People are shocked because it happens so rarely and because it's such a large animal. But there's nothing sinister about it, nothing vicious about it.
The point is that there are certain conditions in New York City that simply cannot be corrected in a way that would make this industry humane or safe.
Donny is an animal rights activist and filmmaker who directed a documentary about New York City's horse carriage industry. He says horse carriages should be banned in New York, though he admits there is no evidence as yet owners of this horse violated any regulation. Wouldn't the devil's advocates say horses die out in the pasture as well?
Horses might die out in a pasture, but at least those horses were out on a pasture in the first place. Here in New York City, horses are deprived of the ability to even graze on a pasture in the first place.
Again, the autopsy on Charlie the horse is expected to be completed tomorrow. There is a bill in City Council that would ban these horse-drawn carriages from city streets and replace them with electric replica antique cars. Today, Public Advocate Bill de Blasio issued a statement saying that picture of that horse from yesterday morning is evidence that bill should be passed. Reporting from Central Park South, Chris Glorioso, News 4 New York.
All right, Chris, thank you. There's a new kind of